Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis 4. We're playing as Genoa. We're going for a custom campaign, custom achievement, honest competition. We have to grab the Master of India achievement, so fully own all of the Indian subcontinent. We have to keep Genoa, the most powerful trade in the world, and we went up by quite a bit since we checked last episode. We're at 80 ducats now, as opposed to the 33 over here in Lubeck, so that's pretty nice. Pretty nice indeed. But colonization is picking up and we don't get to be part of it. You can find all the specific rules down there in the doobly-doo or, of course, in episode 1. Now, we have a few people who are unhappy with what we did recently. I assume they're gonna leave soon. The Polish are below the level. They should have been in here for over 2 years, though, so I'm pretty sure they're eligible to leave the coalition. So once they feel fine about it, they will leave, and then probably the rest will follow because the coalition will be too weak. Which would be great, because I not only don't want to get attacked by the coalition, but I also want to attack the Venetians, and they're currently in the coalition and therefore defended by it, which is unfortunate. Now, I'm not 100% sure on the mechanics of coalitions, as in how they end. I'm pretty sure there's a 2-year timer, as we've talked about, for leaving after you join. And then I believe after that there is some sort of periodical check where they have a chance to leave depending on the current situation, current power of the coalition, their own coalition, aggressive expansion level and all that. But I'm not sure on the details at all. What I'm sure on is that we're still swimming in dip and mill, even though our ruler is not very good at dip and mill at all. But we're spending a bunch of money to get monarch points, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing, right? So we're gonna put some more points into developing stuff. I feel like I just recently did a bit of development just to tie us over until the new tech, and we're already capped again. It's nuts. It's nuts. Lucca's still a pretty good spot. It looks horrible here. But I believe that is because we have a bunch of autonomy still here. Right? I believe once that is gone, this is all gonna be pretty good. Per the good, as they say. So let's put some points into Lucca. We should have the edict going on, and we do. That rose quickly in price. Huh. It's just jumping ahead like crazy. Not 100% sure why. But hey, now it's a bit expensive. So if I was to drop some more points, and I do want to, we should probably do it elsewhere. Ferrara's still not really an option because of the wrong trade notes thing. Kaffa, Azov, Matrega. These are all similarly qualified options. Slaves? Not a big fan of those, am I now? Constantinople, though. Let's run encourage development in Constantinople and then put some points in there. It seems reasonably cheap for a place like this. Encourage development. And let's just put a few clicks of dip in there and maybe a bit of mill. There we go. It's probably not enough, but it'd be good for some time. Netherlands leaving the empire. Alright, alright, alright. That's probably a scary proposition. You're not as powerful as you might usually want to be, Netherlands. You're in a scary spot. No, I don't care. I'm not gonna conquer land up there. In fact, I wouldn't even be allowed to because it's probably in the English Channel trade node. Well, yeah. So we wouldn't be allowed to take that land even if we wanted to, and we don't want to. Now, people, would you please just get out of that freaking coalition so I can show you how peaceful I am and take more land. I don't think I want to keep my guy. We're at a level of tradition where it's okay to not re-elect for one more turn. And we have a -1 diplo rep on our guy right now, which I don't like having. I mean, it's negative and it's not a positive, so it's like doubly negative. Not gonna grab the random. These are so bad. So I'm just gonna roll another admin person. And this one did not end up getting the pip in admin, which is good. Because then the re-elections are going to be better. I discussed this last time, I do believe. Industrious, now we're talking. Goods produced, that's more money. Also, I think I can make another claim on the Hordy people. I've done this a couple of times now and never acted on it, but I mean, it doesn't hurt to have these claims, right? For when we're ready to punch. And well, you're still allied to the Uzbek. We still don't know how strong the Uzbek are. I guess this tells me, doesn't it? Not weak at all. That's 21,000, 23,000 Uzbeki. But we have men now. We can beat them. And I mean, they're Uzbek. Really weird horde people. It's not like we're fighting in steppes or any. You're right. Show on. No, I think I need more to make that first claim. Come on, just get out of the coalition, Poland. What are you doing? Why are you still around? I could improve a tiny bit more, but not a lot. So I'm not, like, utterly into it. Ideally, we get them to the point where they like us so much that they stop wanting our provinces, and then they really like us. And then we can probably ally them, maybe drop another ally or something. Be fine. That might be enough for a claim on Sherwan here on Shaki, and it is. Not that that's a great place to claim or anything. Mamluks still in their war, but it's not a huge war. They're fighting Persia, and we don't know how strong Persia is. But clearly they're just getting punched there. And no surprise. Unfortunate, but no surprise. New monarch in Aragon. Oh, it's still a personal union. So is Castile not on my list? No, they're not. Let's hit best guess again. Maybe that helps. Because otherwise I have to go and find Castile. Yeah. Castile. So the reason I noticed that Castile wasn't in the list is that I only got a message about a new monarch in Aragon. But since they're in a personal union, I should have gotten a message for both of them. So I was kind of hopeful for a moment that Aragon had split from Castile. We only got one message. But no, it was just wrong message settings. Bit disappointing, but what can you do? What can you do? Maps of La Plata shared with England. Rivalry announced. Bohemia rivals Poland. And no longer Austria. Meh. Let's finish up the idea group. So we get that idea cost minus 10%. We also get the tolerance of heathens for, you know, reasons. And shipbuilding time. Woo! Woo! But we also get to grab policies. And there might be something nice there. I don't remember. Both are admin policies, which is kind of medium. And they're not huge. I don't think I'll ever want Cultural Recognition Act. Sure, max promoted cultures is kind of nice, eventually, if you have a lot of cultures you want to promote. Duh. But, first of all, we have free slots right now, so it doesn't do anything right now. Second of all, you don't want to ever lose the bonus then, so it's kind of... I don't like edicts I can't turn off, policies. And institution spread 10% is just nothing. So I guess I grab this one. That's double the nothing. Also 10% idea cost reduction, which will come in helpful eventually. Although it doesn't do anything right now. Now with all that admin, we can finally then focus on taking admin tech again, which we're behind on. And coring the land we're going to take from Venice as soon as that freaking coalition ends, which surely it's gonna happen sooner rather than later, right? Come on, Poland, get out. That's not Poland leaving. Trade company investments. I think we want more of them. I think I already put a cool thing in here into Immoredi. I did, and a cool thing into Circassia, I did. But the harbor is also pretty good. So let's build the harbor. Wait, oh, it's the harbor section, but it's the company depot I'm building. There you go. And I'm gonna look into building another big building there. I just don't quite know which one it's gonna be. I still don't know how exactly the trade steering building works, which I should try to look up, honestly. It seemed like it would be so good, but it also felt like it did nothing when we built it in Thessalonica, I guess. Thessalonica? No, part of that might be that we don't have most of that region, but still, I expected more effect from it. I didn't get it. No, I'm not going to take a Militech game. New tariff? Whoa! 3? Was this always 3 mercantilism for 33 diplo power? What a button! What a button! Yeah, let's spend more of that good stuff here. How are you doing? Do you have the edict running? You do not have the edict running. Unless I'm utterly mistaken, and I rarely am. Well, some might say so, some might say otherwise. Encourage development. Kaffa, have dip, have mill. Stop whining. There you go. Now, I doubt that money is going to be a problem in this campaign. We're making over 100 ducats in trade already. It's 1536 and we're making over 100 ducats just from trade. It's just crazy. Other things like this weird political landscape might be a problem. Ooh, I just got another merchant, didn't I? Probably got one of my trade companies, probably the Genoan one, to be powerful enough to grant me a merchant. Is that right? Yes, Crimea. Did I say Genoan? They're all Genoan. Crimea. So, free merchant. Do we have a job for a free merchant? Probably not really. Already been scrambling to find jobs for these people. Quote unquote. Steering from Champagne to us is much better than to the Channel. Also, we don't care about the Channel as much anymore, because Lubeck is the competitor. So steering from Rhineland might actually be a thing we want to do. Yeah. We get the extra bonus from doing inland trade, caravan power. So this should do some work. 1.86 going that way now. And then 4.0. Whoa. That's way more than I expected. Very nice. And then part of that is going to flow to me. Which is neat. How do I have so much power from that? Caravan power 75%. And then multiplied by 1.75 because I have a ginormous trade power multiplier from just all our things. It's pretty good. Pretty good, I would say. Get that money in there. 85 ducats in Genoa, which we turned into 109 ducats. Gee. Milan going for Venice, which I also want to do, but can't right now. But Milan is unlikely to take the places I actually care about. Cattaro, Naxos, and Corfu. So I'm not too worried. Speaking of Milan though, do I have any claims on Milan? I do. Could try to make more. Not opposed to it. If I could find my button. There you go. I know we have a lot of claims, so we're not acting on them. It's a matter of finding the right opening. And a matter of this ending, this stupid thing. Why are you still in there, Poland? What's your game? Ability. I don't think there was anything great left, was there? War score cost is just okay. Blockade is pretty mediocre, if not garbage. We're not really doing any proselectizing, so we don't care about that at all. I guess I grab war score cost, but yuck. We should have humanist, religious. Yeah, we have 3 of these now, so these should accrue quite quickly. Speaking of accruing, I probably don't need to accrue spy network on Shivan anymore, do I? Let's not do that then. Let's allow Saluzzo in. Sure. What's Venice fielding here? 2 heavies, a few galleys, nothing much. Nothing we can't just bludgeon with a bunch of galleys, I don't think. Speaking of bludgeoning, Poland, could you please leave that coalition? Let's butter them up again, get them to as high an opinion as possible. Maybe being over 50 gives me another chance at them leaving the coalition or something. I wouldn't know. We know that coalition opinion matters for not joining a coalition, so one would assume that it also matters for leaving it. Castile taking Quito, not there we go. Poland leaves, Venice leaves, Ottomans leave. Come home from. And how much do I need for another claim? 30? Who are you being besieged by? 35. So I guess we're not waiting for another claim, right? We're just Saluzzo. Good old Saluzzo on Naxos. Let's bring home my people from the Horde. Let's bring you guys over. Piecemeal, I guess, because it's the only meal we have. And then you are my galleys patrolling. I should have a bunch of galleys in my trade fleet, which I should be able to split off. Are you galleys? No. There's probably no point in utterly hurrying against the Venetians here, because all the land we care about is already, except for maybe Creta, is already being taken. It's probably not going to actually get taken, as in, well, taken, for lack of a better word. They're not actually going to take the land, that's what I'm saying, but they're occupying it. So declaring war on Venice right now doesn't actually do too much for me. Wait, Reconquest? You have a Serbian core? I'm pretty sure I'm still gonna go with Excommunicated Ruler. 50 aggressive expansion on all seems better than 25 on this garbage province. But I definitely want to feed that to Serbia once I can. Mamluks counter-rivaled me. I mean, nothing too surprising there. Got a Cardinal. That is nice. And I guess we declare, we land on Creta, and then see about the rest of the war, right? No reason not to declare, I don't think. Declare. Take Creta as the war goal. I'm not going to call in the Popal Boy. They have no troops. They do have boats, I believe. I don't think their boats got medicked. But generally, oh, I didn't mean to consolidate there. I meant to create a new unit, which I can't because. Anyway, I hope I didn't actually consolidate anything, but I don't think I did. You with the siege leader. I don't think Corfu actually needs sieging. But Creta, Corfu is being besieged right now by the Milanese. I guess I'm gonna go hit that Venetian boat there. They're gonna run. Run. I'm gonna blockade them just to help. So maybe the Milanese peace out quicker, so we can then take the stuff that we want. Because again, I don't think they're gonna take Corfu and Naxos. Seems unlikely. But they're going to keep occupying it and annoying me. I guess I can go back to drilling then, because there's no enemy. That's nice. Took Creta. And now all we can do is just wait for these people to make room for me, right? So I guess I ship you folks over to Epirus. And have you ready to start the siege of Corfu. Once the Milanese give it back. And I'll have you guys be in Athens. And be ready to go to Naxos. Makes sense to me. Muscovy embracing colonialism, everybody being all colonial. I never checked whether the Muscovites went back to... Oh. Is this spying on you? Oh well. Whether the Muscovites went back to having enough money to pay for the institution. But I doubt it. And again, money is not our most prolific concern here. To say the least. I want to build one of these things. I'm somewhat tempted to run the company garrison again. And we get a ton of trade steering in the Genoa node. But we already have so much trade steering in the Genoa node that I don't know that that matters much. And 5 force limit is kind of good. Feels kind of weak, right? Why do I have an admiral? Must have been an event. It does feel kind of weak to do that for the force limit if our eventual goal is different. And it is. But I'm going to build the trade steering thing just because I want to see whether we actually have a relevant impact here on this thing. Just for science. We are steering right now from the Crimea node 8.71 ducats for a total of 1162. I go to Circassia and build the trade steering thing. 8.71 becomes 8.73. This grew a bit more. It was 11 point something, right? It's 12 point something now. So maybe it's not seen here, but it's actually seen in this number. Still don't see it in the tooltip. I don't know how that... Maybe what's actually increased, and maybe that's what Bisa meant in her comment, is the trade value increase that you get from steering. Not the actual power used for steering, but the... Like every merchant that steers adds a bit of value on top. So more value, you can see that here, right? 11.01 is leaving Crimea, but 12.29 is actually going into Constantinople. And maybe my thing added 50% bonus on top of that value increase. Maybe? If that's true, then the Thessaloniki thing was fine. Oh, you're actually attacking me? Oh, you probably had Venice taken, didn't you? Yeah. My admiral didn't make it there. As in, I didn't put him there. Try to send my galleys, maybe. No, we're not going to be in time. Also not needed. Let's go back to protecting hunting pirates in Genoa. Let's not give Tunisians a chance. Now, none of our ships were lost. Good. Good. None ships were captured either, though. And we got some damages. Let's go into Ferrara and repair. Seems fine. Now, you're ready. And I assume the European land is going to be gone. There might be a chance to grab Qatar when they peace out, so I probably want some people ready here. We're not going to need a ton for Naxos. Could have just split this. I want a fleet ready to take Qatar when... if and when there's a peace out and it's not taken by the Milanese. It's too many free diplomats. I don't think I need to make a ton more claims right now. I do have the claims on QQ, I do have the claims on Shevan. We don't have a claim on Bayazid, but it's a garbage place, right? We might as well make it, I suppose. Go back to spying on the Horde. And how are those Polish feeling? They love me now. Excellent. They would even take an alliance if we were not at war. Very, very good. I do want that. I want to just get them on my side and keep them there. As much as I want this stuff, it's fine. It's fine if they have it. We are at 4 relations. So we'd probably have to drop an ally or take a bit of a hit on our dip, which is honestly not the end of the world right now. So maybe that's just fine. Did you just peace out? Looks like you did. Good. Use guys over there. Use guys. Good enough. Get on a boat. Get over there. You over there. Stat. And once my galleys are here, I'm going to send these guys to go over there. The reason I want my galleys there is that I didn't want the Venetians to get any ideas and do a sortie. And yes, expected, Treviso and Venice got eaten. Which is fine. Which is fine. It's fine. Monarch points though. Monarch points are not fine. I mean, it's fine to have so many. I do like having them. Just don't like having to spend them all the time. Good places to spend them are... well... Moria, I suppose. Let's go clickety-clickety in Moria. And Corinth. That's that for now. We produce a lot of wine. I think that's -1 national unrest, right? Or at least for trading in wine. Not sure about the production itself. Trade power or production efficiency. If we can afford the unrest, and I think we can, then this is probably just better. Lose a stab, no. Goodbye, government reform progress. How does... I know government reform progress is based on your development. Not development, average autonomy. And it does in fact feel as if what I'm trying to say here. It does feel as if the trade companies count against it. Although the formula for calculating this is 10 plus 10 per year multiplied by 100 minus average autonomy. Our average autonomy is 44.31, so 100 minus that should be, what's that, 56-ish, 55.7. So 5.57 per year, so not a lot per month, right? I think this tooltip is wrong. 0.57 divided by 12 would be 0.46 for 1 a year, a month, and we gain 0.91, or so it says. So either we're not actually gaining 0.91, or the game is not counting trade companies, but pretending to be counting trade companies in this tooltip. I mean, clearly what this says, I assume that what this says is if you have no autonomy, you get 10 per year. And 10 divided by 12 is 0.833. Wait. Now I'm really confused. That would mean that we're gaining more than you're allowed to gain per year if you had no autonomy. What? What am I missing? To the Google. EU4, what's it called? Government reform progress? Government reforms. Reform progress points have a base accumulation of 10 points per year, further multiplied by a variable related to the level of autonomy. Yes, okay, we know that much. Yearly reform progress is the base progress, so 10, multiplied by 100% minus average autonomy level. So at best, 100%, multiplied by reform progress growth modifiers. So is there a reform progress growth modifier we have? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Right here. And that's what I was missing. So it is counting our trade company land against us. But we're getting almost double of what we should be getting because we have very high Republican tradition. So we're going to have to expect to not get a lot of progress overall because of the, well, because of the lack of autonomy that we have. Yeah, there are not really many other great modifiers. So republics just have a chance to get a lot more reform progress than other nations. Interesting. Did not know that. The more you know. I assume you're fully occupying. You are occupying? Yes. Good old occupying. Blockading is what I really meant to say. But surely occupying is also a great word. What about you? You are just a level 2 fort. You need 6, so you just need like this maybe. And did you have the siege pit person? You did have the siege pit person. More development cost reduction golden bolts. Good for me right now. You grab Kataro. Also good for me. Yeah, this Venetian War. I mean, it's not a surprise, but it's going to be quite nice. The trial is happening again. Ooh, I can't click this button. This is the better button. We've done the math a million times. But I'm capped on Republican tradition. So I have to see him acquitted and click the worst button. Shame. Now, I don't think I want to actually pay to reduce corruption. No. Let's not do that. The game is going to do that for me. Turns of heathens, or I lose my cardinal. Screw heathens. Half price invasion reduction. Invasion? Yes. Invasion reduction guy. Ah, certainly take him. Or her. Currently we're paying 1387 ducats. And you only cost 6.94 ducats. That's gonna pay off and quite quickly, right? Also, you being half price. Ah, you're the wrong religion though. If you weren't Austrian, I could promote you. Not religion, culture. I could promote him and keep the half-price thing. So promoting half-price people is very, very good. Now, I'm gonna eat you. And then people are gonna complain again, aren't they? Let's not eat Kataro like that. Let's instead give Kataro to my Serbian friends. Because that's what we do around here. Right? Kataro's like, yeah, Serbia's there, you're doing well. Yeah, nobody cares, actually. This is utter fine. Utter fineness. Excommunicated ruler Casus Belli plus that core. It's just very good. Wait, I'm actually paying dip if I take it because I give it to Serbia? 9.5, 18, 16. Now if I do this instead, it's the same. How is Kataro not part of... Oh, because I don't have a claim. I have a claim on the rest? No. Huh? What am I missing? So I have an excommunication war going. Our goal is to take Creta. Why are all these part of the war goal, but Kataro is not? And it's not hugely irrelevant, but I'm confused. I would have understood if all of them were in there as war goal, because it's an excommunication war. That would make sense to me. I would have understood if only the ones we have claims for were part of the war goal. But we don't have claims for Corfu. Or Naxos. I'm confused. Do feel free to let me know in the comments why this is. Because I have no clue. But if we pay 18 anyway, I might as well give it straight away to the Serbians, right? Not that I think that makes a huge difference. For return core, it is free. But we can't do that if it's their last province. Yeah, I don't know. This is fine. Blah, 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 tiny bit of AE. Nobody cares. Grab your money and then Venice is gone. Good? I think that's good. I demand that. I will core it and then I'll put a cut in here. Because of course, once again, we are very much at the end of time. And we shouldn't be. Thank you folks so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, as always, please do remember to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. If you have anything at all to say to me, then you know what would be a good place to go? The comment section. It's a great place. Thank you for watching. See you folks next time.